Good morning, welcome to a morning outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 14th of June, and what we've got in store for today then, the euro has continued its rollover yesterday. Has it got more downside? Well, potentially. Yes, okay, that's that then. No, seriously, just looking at a few different things here. Minor divergence here on the 4 hourlies, and I was just wondering whether we see a bit more movement from that. We've seen a shot up at the moment relatively on this hourly basis. Maybe coming back for the daily pivot, maybe more. If I was looking to see if I could sell this morning, actually it hasn't gone quite as low as the prior low there, so it's not a genuine divergence on that hourly. I'll take that back. But it could be running up towards that 60.50, which would be for me a point I would look on shorting it. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult one this morning because it's so flat with what's going on. And again, much like yesterday, the targets are quite thin in terms of by the time they set up or look like they're properly rolling over, they're quite difficult to get into. The euro yesterday chopped for lots of time. It looks in theory it looks great now. You could have played the break and whatever else. I put the trend line across there during the day, but it was so choppy and awful that we just stood aside of it. It made for a difficult day's trading, which on the euro, which is a shame. It used to be my bread and butter currency. Moving on though to the pound. The pound, well, it has put a little bearish pivot swing in there, possible further downside, very small range yesterday. Again, lots of chop early on. I do wonder if we're going to see a continuation to the downside this morning. That's my preferred route for it. It's already caught the daily pivot there. S1 would be a nice target. Need a bit of a retrace post 8 o'clock on that to maybe get into it. It's running far too quickly at the moment for my liking. I'll pull back, will you? Sorry, as I talk to these markets, but it would be nice if it just pulled back a little bit and got me in just post 8 o'clock, and that's what I would be looking at there. Dollar yen. Okay, so that's seen a bit of money rolling back into it. Saw it yesterday morning and then rolled back up, and it's giving us a hint of lower highs and lower lows. It's not really anything exceptional, and certainly not anything really in the intraday basis that I'm looking to try and make money from, because it's just not got enough oomph in it for the risk reward side of things. Looks like it's heading off to its S1 at the moment, which is, like I said yesterday, when you see this happening in the mornings, it was happening yesterday morning, pulling right the way down there. It looks like it's back, that the risk is running back into the currency. It's risk money, but we'll see how it develops. That did pull back quite quickly yesterday and did a quite reversal from there, but sold off later on again, so we'll see how it runs today. But some strength coming through there at the moment. Aussie dollar, again a swing currency, more than a day trading currency, continuing nicely from a swing there from the 50 MA pivot swing pattern that was there. It's continuing its route intraday wise. Well, maybe any rallies could be sold into, but again, if you're looking for an intraday day trading currency, it's really not for you. The range it sat in yesterday was tiny, and that's what we're seeing with some of these pairs. Now it may be that we just see this, we've got the Fed meeting next week, and it may be leading into that Fed meeting. Someone asked me, is it because of the summer? Are we seeing early summer stages? I don't think so. I think there's very little to drive these markets one way or the other, and if traders can transfer funds without moving the market too much, they will do. Right, Canadian dollar, what we got here, well, consolidation on the 60-minute daily wise, just to show you there. It did improve a bit yesterday for a short while. Looked like it was going to push on down towards the lows there, but any gain it might have made from higher oil prices has disappeared there, and it's pushing back towards that weekly pivot, which may eventually be hit. There's little else here, but higher lows, higher highs may even suggest that we could see a continuation to come on this on a 4-hourly basis, and maybe even a daily basis. Doesn't seem to have the strength that maybe it should have. Okay, that's pretty much there. Let's just have a look at the S&Ps. So the S&Ps yesterday managed a little flurry. Couldn't call it much more than that. Very small movement. At one stage, looking like it was going to dip and roll over nicely, but again, it's as it's sitting here, well, selling off at the moment. What would make it more interesting is if it breaks the trend that is sitting in at the moment. That's running across here. If it breaks through that, well, it's still got support, etc., but maybe it will show the hand for more time to come. Of course, if it just does its radiation session, it may just rally back up later in the session. But if it can break through this these moving averages, trend line, etc., perhaps it's got more to come to the downside. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. I wish you a great day today. Should mention the retail sales, of course, in the US at 1:30, and we've got Bank of England governor speaking at 1:55. So we've got retail sales then at 1:30 for the US, which will affect all the major pairs there I've spoken about, and maybe give a little bit of light to any interest rate changes next week. Bank of England governors talking about due to speak at the Women in Banking and Finance Awards Achievement Lunch. There we go. Hope he's wearing his skirt. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you on Monday.